All right. Hello, everybody. We're going to get started here in just a second. Just up front, want to let you know I've added a couple of mods to the game. Nothing major, but just little things that I thought would enhance the gameplay. Eventually, I'll add some more. One of the mods I added adds banners. When you're fighting in combat, you're going to see that 1 out of every 20 of my men is carrying a banner. I just think it looks cool. I think it'll be a lot of fun to add that to it. I've also added one where we actually are able to enter into diplomacy with other kingdoms no matter where I am. So I don't have to be in direct contact with a member of that kingdom to have diplomacy directly with their king. So those are a couple of things that I've done. Actually, I was going there to do some recruiting. I just won a major battle defending my castle, and I've actually made peace with the Aserai. I'm just tired of fighting in the desert, so I want to go take on somebody else. I'm actually looking at Britania as my next possibility that I might go after. It's a little more in the direction of where I want to be, so that's kind of the plan here right now. So we're just heading in that direction. What's up, Matthew? How's it going? I've got 118 men right now. Another mod that I added, you'll see what just popped up on the screen where it says Declaration of Peace. Any major events, for example, if somebody starts raiding one of my villages, if war or peace breaks out between other countries, it's going to pop up right in the middle of the screen like this, rather than just being a message that appears down below. So that was a little mod that I added that I thought was really helpful. So let's go ahead and take a look at our party real quick. I think we've got some... I've been carrying around these prisoners for a while, hoping to recruit some of them. I'm trying to get my army up to 163, which is the max that I can have. I just feel bad going past Garanter Castle because I used to own that castle, and it's a little just disheartening to no longer have it. Nelson, welcome. So we're gonna look at going to war with Britania, but I'm gonna need some help. I can't go to war with them by myself. Let's take a look real quick, and I'll show you why. So here's diplomacy. I have 416 total strength. I really need to get some other... You had a long ad, Nelson? I'm sorry about that. I have no control over the ads. I've noticed, even in my own watching of other people's videos, I've noticed there's a lot more unskippable ads these days. I think what's happening is, and I've noticed this myself, YouTube revenue is way down. So even though my views and my watch time are about the same as they've been, I'm actually making about half as much as I normally do, which means YouTube's making about half as much as it normally does. So I'm guessing they're running more ads and they're running more unskippable ads to try and make up some of that revenue that they're losing. How many castles do I have? I have 3 at the moment. No, 4. Veriscan Castle, Ayan Balik, Barahal, and Medani. So these 3 are all used to belong to the Aserai. Veriscan actually has 112 defenders. That might be a good base for my operations here. I have no defenders in Medini Castle, but I made peace with the Aserai, so hopefully that won't matter. You can see most of these nations, the Khuzait, the Western Empire, they all have about 8,000 in strength. Britania has 5,000. Southern Empire doesn't even exist anymore. Aserai, the reason I've been fighting them is because they're by far the weakest. Sturgia's only got 53. Valandia, of course, crazy strong. So there's no real good place for me to go in terms of attacking until I can start building up an army. How's my side of Ohio? It's a little chilly, but sunny today. It's kind of beautiful outside, and I guess we're supposed to get some warmer weather up around 70 this weekend, and it's supposed to stay there for a while. We just found out yesterday that my son's club soccer team is going to start. They're going to resume training the week of June 1st. They're not going to do any competitions in June or July, and they've got a bunch of things in place to keep social distancing and stuff, but he's at least going to be able to get back out on the field, which I know will be a big deal for him because we lost our whole rec season. Lego Star Wars fan. I'm told that because there's so much more watch time going on with YouTube across the board that they've defaulted a lot of the videos to 480p. You have to go in and manually switch it to 1080. Oh, Colin, that's probably what's coming our way. Anything you guys get, we usually get later. So I imagine we'll be getting our clouds at some point. So yeah, you might have to check your resolution and change it manually. I've noticed that they've been doing that. They've been kind of downgrading it a lot. Okay, so our goal is to go to war with Britannia, but they're super powerful, so we need to start making some allies first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start heading to a few villages. We're going to look for some additional... let's go. So you can see here, Kingdom Diplomacy. I can interact with the clans. I don't have that available right now because I don't have any other clans that are part of my kingdom. We're not going to ransom these prisoners. We're going to try to recruit some of them. Visit the tavern. We're going to try to get somebody on our side. And get them to start recruiting. Let's see. Actually, I didn't even need to do it that way. I forgot. You can just... it's been a while since I've visited a tavern. It's actually been a while since I've played this game in general. Oana the Wronged sounds like the kind of person that would become a companion. So I was looking over some of the mods that are available. Well, Jed, I don't even need to do that. I can just declare war on them. I don't really need to burn a village to start it, but I want to get some allies first. Oh, yeah, Colin, that's been happening a lot with the wind. Oh, gosh, the wind was really powerful here the other night, too. We're going to recruit this lady. One of the other mods I saw was the ability to get soldiers who have been fighting with you and get to like level 5, level 6 tier. To actually turn them into companions, which I thought was a cool mod that I might add at some point. Let's see. I can use someone like you in my company. Only 462. Okay, awesome. So there's a lot of mods. I'm waiting for the big ones, like the total conversion mods to come out, like getting the Lord of the Rings world or getting a medieval, 1200 AD kind of thing going, or Game of Thrones, those kinds of things. Oh, wow, Lego, that's weird. I don't know why that's happening. So let's do this. Let's recruit while we're here. We can recruit a bunch. That's nice. We're up to 130 in my army now. I do need to trade. I've got a ton of loot from my battle. I had a battle where I had 120 men, and I took on an army of 400 that was besieging my castle, and it went pretty well. I gained like 60 renown for that battle, and I took a ton of loot in the process. I'm really starting to... Oh, don't sell off the grain. I'm really starting to make a decent amount of money now. You can see that, but I'm still way behind. Most of the kings of the other kingdoms have well over 1 million. Selling off a lot of these clothes is just kind of... I think there's probably a mod for this too. I just have to go in and look at more of the mods. That's good for now. There was a Star Wars mod. I don't know if there was a Star Trek mod. There probably was one of those too, but I know for a fact there was a Star Wars mod on The Last Mountain Blade because I played it. All right, let's see. So we've got ourselves another member of our clan now. What we need to do is try to form an army. The problem is I don't have anybody else, so I need to get them recruiting. I'm trying to remember how to do this because it's been a while since I've done it. But I know there's a way to assign your other people to create their own force. I'm just trying to remember how. All right, let's go. We're just going to go try to like encounter some mercenaries and see if we can win them to our side. Oh, Jed, I definitely will. When we get Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones for this, I will definitely be doing those mods. That'll be a lot of fun. Who's this guy? I need to find some mercenaries. Or, you know, honestly, I'll just start running into anybody that I can try and convince to join my side. I think this guy's kind of trapped here, so I can run into him. And, oh, I ran right past him. How about her? We'll talk to him. So we're just going to start talking to people, and we're going to start trying to convince them to join me where possible. I can't talk to this guy to do it. So sometimes you run into people who you can't talk to about it. All right, let's see if we have any better luck with this guy. Because my charm's over 100 now. Meaningful favors activated. I barely know you, and you're asking me to talk treason? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm asking. And it worked so far. Critical success right off the bat. Under clans to create parties with your companions. Set them as parties, yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. We're off to a good start. Question is, am I going to have to also bribe him? Oh, no. Ineffective. Last chance. Here we go. 65% chance. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to see if we have to also bribe him to do this. Yep. We're going to have to bribe him too. So the question is, how much is it going to take? Oh, not much at all. Okay. I don't think I need to give him that much. It'll do. All right, Wolfskins has joined the Kingdom Empire of Steak. We're just going to have to do that over and over and over again. We're going to have to, and you can see my skill points and charm went up to 110 when I did that. So let's take a look here. I think we've got some more recruitable. Just one. All right, let's go to clan. There's our companions. Okay, so parties. Here we go. Create a new party. We've got our garrisons out there. Let's create a new party. Siga. Going to create a party for her. And hopefully she'll go around and start recruiting some folks. Let's do one with Saleha the Wronged as well. And then we'll do one with Kara the Accursed. We've got our caravan right there. We've got our garrisons here. Okay. So that's a good start. I'm going to save as often as I can, just in case. Have I ever played any of the Civ games? Huge fan of Civilization. I played all the way back to Civilization 1. I haven't done much of it on the channel. I did it once, and it wasn't real popular. Probably it's an older game and stuff. But yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Okay. So then we can let them do some recruiting, and then we could go ahead and form an army with those folks. Because, of course, the goal is that we eventually can build up this total strength number, which right now is 491. So we want to run into some more people here and there. I'd like to find a larger party that I can recruit to my side. But we'll take small ones, too. Problem is trying to catch them. Let's head in here and see if we can do some more recruiting. Nice. Age of Empires, yes, love that game as well. It's been a long time since I've played any of those, though. Jet, I'll have to try that out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into a war here in a minute, I think. And then we'll just keep on trying to recruit people once the war begins. I got to double check. Where is my castle? Veriscan Castle. I think it's over this way somewhere. It's in the middle of all of that. Yep, it's right back there. So it's actually pretty close to Astor Castle for the Battanians, which is who I'm going to go to war with. So that's probably where we're going to begin. Oh, our Dermot of the Wolfskins just got into some fighting and looks like he lost some men in the process. We're going to stop in Valandian villages to try to do some recruiting. Hey, Grant, what's going on? Daniel Smith, what alternate history mods do I recommend for Hearts of Iron 4? Um, I love the Kaiserreich mod. That one's really cool. It's a lot of fun. There's a couple of really good mods that pick up with an alternate ending to World War One. But Kaiserreich's a really good one. Führerreich is another one. I don't know if other people can chime in with ones they like. The Great Hungarian Empire. My wife would like that. She's Hungarian. She's part Hungarian. She's mostly Hungarian and Welsh. All right, so who's this up here? That's Morkun's party. He's with me. So let's see if we can form an army and see what it's going to cost. Yeah, I've actually got some influence for a change. So none of these armies have very many men is the problem. And it's going to cost me to be able to recruit them. So I'm going to wait because I feel like we can do better. But I'm heading toward... Where's Verscan Castle? It's right over here. The worst nation in Hearts of Iron 4? Yeah, Luxembourg. Hard to argue with that. I haven't played every nation. I actually really like taking on a minor nation, especially in multiplayer. So I'll jump into multiplayer games online and play as Romania because it's a lot of fun to try and go to one side or the other and decide who you want to help out, if you want to help the Germans or if you want to help the Soviets. So I like that a lot. Okay. Manage my garrison. We're going to actually go ahead and recruit some of these. I need some more horsemen. I have very few horsemen at this point. Of course, there's probably not many in the castle because for the most part I don't leave horsemen in the castles because I like to have them in my army. Let's go ahead and I'm going to dump off the prisoners that I've got after I recruit the ones that I can, because we're going to be gathering a lot more prisoners here very soon. And I'm going to save before we start a war. Oh, Nicola, you'll see that I've got a ton of Hearts of Iron 4 content on my channel. Haven't played it lately. The problem is every time I start a series of Hearts of Iron 4, I get 7 or 8 episodes in, and my save games won't load anymore. The files always get corrupted if I'm playing with mods, and I'm always playing with mods. So, El Salvador. I played as Brazil once. Yeah, that's the problem. Colin's right. If you play as some of those minor nations, unless you have a mod, you don't really get a good focus tree. I love the Millennium Dawn mod for Hearts of Iron 4, but it's very, very slow, even on a good computer, to play that one. So, all right. We've got 146 men. Let's stop over here real quick at Veriscand and Marin, see if we can recruit any more. I think we're going to grab some of our... Oh, they're doing their recruiting too. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to recruit anybody because all of my companions are doing their recruiting right now. All right. So, let's form an army. A lot of my folks are real close by at the moment. And we can add some of them. Oh, wow. It won't let me add some of the smaller ones, unfortunately. So we'll add him. He's 3 days away. That's completely... Oh, it's less than 40% of its party size limit. So we have to wait until they gain some more troops before they can join my army. Let's go pick a fight. The nice thing is Verscan Castle is in such a place that it's kind of hard for him to get to. Oh, where's he going? Hungarian flavor. I'll have to check that one out. they have a mod to add elephants, that would be fantastic. I would absolutely love that. All right, I want to see where this army's going because I don't know if somebody else is currently at war with these guys or not. All right, we're going to get over here to Astor Castle. Oh, he's got 366 defenders. I'm not sure I'm ready to take on a castle that big, but maybe, just maybe, we can draw his army out and defeat part of them. Let's recruit troops and then take hostile action, shall we? There's 63 people in this village. That's going to be something. All right. Follow me, folks. So take a look. You can see what I'm talking about the banners. That's a little mod that I added that allows, and you can choose how many banners. I chose one for every 20 men in the army. So I just think that's kind of cool. I also want to download another banner mod so that I can do a little more editing to my banner. It's kind of basic, and I'd like something a little. I'd really like to make my shield logo as the banner, and I think there's a way to do that through some of the mods. Where are these guys? All right, they're out here. Okay. See, I've only got 4 horsemen or 8 horsemen and 7 horse archers. All right, we'll get our archers just to kind of chill right here. This should go pretty quick. Oh boy. Yeah, I just actually want to draw these guys out so they can get closer to my archers. This should be a pretty one-sided fight. Hit that guy twice and didn't kill him. All right, everybody charge. Finish him off. Yeah, Colin, I haven't played Stellaris for a while. I need to get back into that. I actually was playing a Star Wars mod for Stellaris. Hey, Nail, how's it going? All right, we've started a war. Actually got more renown than I expected to for that one. We lost 1 wounded, nobody killed. But the war is on. And I imagine we're going to see some bigger armies coming at me. Declaration of war. Caladog of the Britannia has signed a declaration of war against the Empire of Steak. All right, so our relation was actually decent with the Britannians, and now not so much. All right, so my goal here is I'm hoping to draw an army out from Astor Castle. It doesn't appear to be happening so far. There may be an army up here in Dunglanis as well. Yeah, I saw that Stellaris has a version on the Xbox. I actually downloaded it. I haven't played it yet. Hey, Luciano. Good to see you. I hope all is well for you down in Brazil. Don't know any Portuguese, or I'd say something to you in Portuguese. All right, so we need to hit play here. And let's see if we can draw an army out. I guess not. Not at the moment, anyway. That's a big group of looters. All right, let's end the raid. There is an army coming. Only 114 men, but I tell you what, we defeat him and that castle becomes a little easier to take. Let's see if we can talk this guy out of it first. Something I'd like to discuss. I'd like you to serve Clifford as a mercenary. All right, we'll fight for you for 380 dinars. All right, cool. Join us. Just like that, huh? All right, cool. Thank you. So 114 mercenaries, just like that, suddenly on my side. Here's the question. Can we add them to our army? Yes, we can, for relatively little. We can add another 74 here. We can add 75 here. Now we're talking about a decent-sized force, and holy cow, I don't know why this happens. Where did my influence go? Did I lose all of that influence because oh my goodness, what happened? I can't recruit and I can't add any of these armies because once again my influence went crazy negative. Am I missing something? Maybe you guys can help point this out to me. This is the second time this has happened now that my influence has gone. I had 180 influence and now it's negative 127. What in the world happened? That's really frustrating because I can't form an army when I don't have influence. I could have formed a really nice size army there. All right, let's go help these guys out. I'll just send my troops in. No, beheading the king's not what did it. My influence was already negative when I did that. Beheading the king didn't affect it at all. Oh no, Luciano, I know all about the line of demarcation and how Brazil got Portuguese and everybody else got Spanish. Oh, Lauren, is that why? Because I attacked before I declared war? Did I save before or after I declared war? Or I attacked that village? Because I'm thinking, if that's the case, let's fix that. It's 1422. How long ago was that? That was 4 minutes ago. So no, I'm sure that was before I declared war, or that's after. Oh, darn it. I didn't even think about that. Is it because of the mercenaries? I'm wondering that. Easiest way to tell would be to look and see what my influence is before hiring the mercenaries. All right, see, it's already at 128 right there. And I haven't hired the mercenaries yet. So it is because I attacked without declaring war. Yep. Okay. Really frustrating lesson learned the hard way, but that's going to make it next to impossible for this to happen effectively. All right, well, the good news is we'll go ahead and recruit this guy anyway. So we'll go back and do this. Doesn't cost much, and then I'll have to pay him regularly, but I've got a ton of money, so that's not a big deal. And then we'll go in here and help these guys out, just like we did before. That's weird. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I lost my chat. All right, hang tight. What in the world is going on? It's saying my password's wrong for entering the chat. So I can't see anything anybody's typing at the moment. Give me 1 second. I'm signed out of YouTube on this other... What in the world? I feel like somebody just changed my password while I was in the middle of this and it signed me out. Let me check and make sure I'm still logged in on here. I am. Huh. Very strange. On my laptop, I'm logged out. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm resetting my password. All right, I think we're good. Okay, I'm back in. Now let me pull up my chat and we'll be all set. You're welcome. Charm's now 111. I don't really need these prisoners. All right. I think we're good now. Laptop demons. I'm actually not calling. I'm streaming from other software. It's just that the chat for some reason logged me out. I used to actually stream to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, and I need to set back up to do that. I'm just not currently set up for it. But that used to be how I did things, and then it would merge the chat into one location for me. All right. So there's 366 defenders in this castle, and there's no way. Well, at the very least, I might be able to draw an army out this way. Let's go ahead and save. If I can defeat a big army, we can start moving that influence back to positive again. A couple of really big victories ought to do that. I'm making 3,300 gold a day right now. That's nice. Let's look at our party real quick. Well, we got a lot of promotions we can do here. Especially some of these new recruits. Yeah, I don't really want a looter in my army anyway. All right, here comes an army. It's not a big one, but it's a start. He's going to wait. I've only got 6 cavalry right now. Oh, that's his party. Never mind. Here comes the other part of my army finally arriving. Oh, he's running. Yeah, that's it. Right away. All right, you know what? Let's hit this guy. Oh, he's going to run. Darn it. We'll catch him. Actually going to catch him pretty quickly. This will be an easy victory, but this is my first chance to inflict some damage on his army. After we tried to recruit. No, I should discuss it with your husband, huh? Oh, boy. Going full Mongol would be fun, yes. All right, this is going to be an easy victory. Unless the Batanians don't have mostly recruits like the Assuranians did. So we've got 66 archers, 100 infantry. That's the most infantry I've had in an army for a while. I'm getting a little bit of a infantry gladiator vibe with the snow in the woods here.
Archers! Loose formation!
Are they coming from... Oh, they're coming from over here, aren't they? All right.
Archers!
Not the ideal place for archers to operate.
Footmen! Forward!
Where are they? Oh, they are over there. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I was looking at my own men. You know what?
Everyone! After me!
We have to go after him anyway. He's not going to come to me. Yeah, it'll reset the siege, Colin, but I want to be able to defeat his army in the field as much as I can, so I'll take it. Where's the rest of my army? They're way back there still. We gotta wait up. Whoa! Where are you going? Oh, there's only 2 men. Here's the rest of them.
Charge! Die, you pig! I'll tear your limbs!
It's nice to finally fight somebody other than the men in the desert for a change. Wow, did I not lose a man in that army? I haven't lost anybody. Oh man, they're worse than the Assyrians. Stop, Anakin, I have the high ground. Yeah, I'm going a little more Roman. Yeah. Shield wall. Yeah, shield wall. I'm feeling, you know, a Viking mod for this would be pretty epic too. And it would definitely work for this game really well. As you are not a warrior, you are free to go. Interesting. I am? Well, grateful. That's kind of my new standard policy, is just let them go. How many prisoners do we have here? Now we're good on prisoners. We got a lot of leveling up to do, though. Hey. That is the definition of a massacre, yes. Alright, so there's our first victory. We're back down. We're at 117 negative now. Oh, boy, I can't believe I did that. I had all of that available renown or reputation or influence. That's what it is. And I lost it. That reminds me, though, I want to look at my clan level. I haven't looked at that for a while. Are we up to 4? Yeah, we are clan tier 4 now, which allows us to have 7 companions, which we're maxed out at. Let's look at our parties. Siga's up to 14 in hers now. Salea's got 32. Kara's got 21. I'm maxed out on parties. Okay, so there's our first victory over an army in the field. Here's another one coming. And he's like, yeah, no, change my mind. I'll pass. And there's another army here. Maybe we can take on both at the same time. Nope. Doesn't appear we're going to. What I'm saying is, join me. Oh, nice. We only need one more, and we've got 2 chances to do it. There it is. All right. Leveling up that charm skill has been coming in handy lately. Let's hope it doesn't cost a lot for Faffin's loyalty. Oh, it is. More than I can really afford. I don't think offering him horses is really going to make a difference either. All right, so all of that was for naught, because we're not going to be able to bribe him effectively. So instead you die. I mean, that's your choice. Okay, where is he? It does appear this time they're gonna come this way. So let's put the infantry down here.
Forward! Archers!
Get the archers up on this hill.
Move! Stand apart! Footmen!
Yeah, you guys made a mistake sallying out with your horsemen like that.
Move! Move forward! Infantry! Attack!
It's definitely the most infantry I've had for a while. Ah, I hit my own man, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Crazy Warrior Cat fan, there is usually more people. I'm doing it a little earlier in the day, plus Bannerlord is not nearly as popular as the other games on my channel, but I had some requests to do a Bannerlord live stream because I hadn't done one for a while. By the way, I just checked a little while ago, and they still have not released the Alpha 6 update for Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So when they do, I will have a video up for that. It just hasn't happened yet. All right, we're a little over now on prisoners. So far so good. We're taking on just tiny bits of the Batanian army at a time. At some point, he's going to come at me with a little more. But let's take a look at the diplomacy screen for a second. So you can see there, my total strength's up to 925 because of those folks I've been recruiting to my side. He's still got 5,000, but casualties inflicted 20 to 191. There's 2 more Batanian armies here. Yeah, you come after me until I start chasing you back, and then you run. Got to be careful here. I'm right... Oh, no, I'm not by one of his cities, but here's one of his castles. Let's besiege it. That'll draw him out. What's the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Well, that depends. Do you mean an African or European swallow? Hey, Dimitri, how's it going? We're just we're at war with the Batanians. I'm trying to whittle down his forces and recruit new folks to mine. Right now, we're besieging this castle, and I'm just going to keep my eyes peeled for any big relief armies that may be coming. Because at some point, he'll put together a big army to try to relieve this castle, one that I won't be able to take on. And if he doesn't, I'm going to have a new castle. All right. Check the party because we can recruit a few men over. Oh, we actually have a bunch more upgrades here. A lot of these prisoners are switching sides. Wise move, boys. Wise move. Oh, yeah, Nelson, that would be cool, building your own castles. Here comes a relief army, but not a real big one. The thing is, I could actually lead the assault now if I want to. Trebuchet, please. Keep our eyes peeled for a bigger force. He's just waiting for me to assault the castle so he can jump in on the attack. Alright, here's another force coming this way. I don't know if I want to take on this castle garrison and 200 plus more men. Let's look at my character real quick. I don't know if I have any upgrades to do. I guess I don't. Oh, I do have a skill point and an attribute point available. Where shall we put this? How's charm going? It's still got some room here. Yeah, let's put it in steward. Terrence, how's it going? Welcome, sir. Alright, I think we're going to have to... I expected this would happen, to have to break these sieges, but I'd rather take on his armies in the field than lose a bunch of men attacking his castle. Alright, it says even fight, but it is not an even fight with nearly the same number of men on each side, but I would rather try and talk him out of it. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. And we're going to keep whittling down his numbers. The Trojan bunny scene, yes. Perhaps if we built a large wooden badger. It's one of those movies you either think it's the dumbest thing you've ever seen or one of the funniest things you've ever seen. There's really not a lot of in between. I love these winter scenes that we're fighting in. It's a lot better than the desert that I've just got tired of. Is he coming? Doesn't look like he's coming this way. It looks like we're going to have to go to him.
Everyone, follow me!
Which is disheartening because I like our placement on the battlefield at the moment. So those of you just joining, you'll see I've got banners. That's a little mod that I added that allows your men to carry banners. There's a lot of great little tweaks that you can make. You can really customize this game in so many ways with these mods. All right, we got to slow down and give time for my foot soldiers to catch up. Ni. We are no longer the knights who say ni. We are now the knights who say icky, 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 oopadang, boing. Yeah, that's one of those movies. I'm sure some of you guys can too, but that's one of those movies I can quote every single line to. I've seen it so many times.
Move! Archers! Move! Loose formation! Arrows! Forward! Infantry! Charge! Don't attack! Don't give them hell!
I think we got him. Hey, James, how's it going? Yeah, Colin, one of my favorite lines is there when they talk about Camelot and they're all excited and he's like, it's only a model. All right. We lost 12 dead. That's been kind of the average. It's been about 10 to 1 on the casualties. You fought well. You're free to go. More prisoners that I can't handle. Lots more upgrades. We've really been leveling up this army nicely since this war began with the Battanians. Can't beat having a skilled army on this game, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna drop all these volunteers and even some of the clan warriors to get our numbers down. Drop some of these wood runners. I think we're good now. More loot. I've got so much loot. I'm just gonna make a killing when I trade that in somewhere. Hey, how's it going? Dabilk. No axe. No, I do not have an axe. I've got a sword right now. Hey, Nelson, good. We've been defeating more armies in the field. Every time I besiege, he sends small armies to take me on, and nowhere near enough. You can see our strength's up to 1,000, and his is 5133. He's actually taken prisoner one of my mercenaries that I recruited, but right now it's about 10 to 1 casualties, so we'll just keep that up as long as we can. Down to minus 89 on the influence now. For those of you just joining, I made a huge mistake. I raided one of his villages before I declared war, and so instead of having plus 200 influence, I went to minus about 130, which means I can't form an army. I was going to form a nice big army. Yes, we're talking about Monty Python. Oh yeah, the knight who killed the historian. The monster. The quest could continue. The monster had a heart attack. Yeah. Okay, there's another army right here. Can we recruit? Oh, we can recruit from the village of the nation that we're at war with right now. Oh, he's got 486 defenders there. That's not a place we want to take on right now. Let's see if we can convince this guy to switch allegiance. All right, what's going on here? We've got something we can do with my character. Oh, riding skill. +2 to party size. Accuracy improved by 15% while on horseback. Yeah, I'll take that. It's taking a little bit of time to catch this guy, but we will. We'll get him. Oh yeah, Colin, I love the stuff in the subtitles at the beginning. Like it just kind of really goes off on a tangent, and then he's like, "A moose once bit my sister." It's hilarious. Your liege is not worth your loyalty. Oh, everybody wants to pass the buck in this country. Nobody wants to take responsibility for deciding for themselves whether to join me. All right. Is this guy going to come at me? None of these, and that's the other thing, none of these armies want to attack. Although this guy looks like he might. Nah, he's not.
Everyone,
Okay.
follow me!
Follow me, boys. Let's do this. The holy hand grenade. First shalt thou count to 3. 3 shall be the number of the counting, and the number of the counting shall be 3. 4 shalt thou not count, nor either count thou 2, unless thou then proceedest to 3. 5 is right out. Yeah, and Arthur keeps mistaking 5 and 3. He goes 1, 2, 5, 3, sir. And the scene with the rabbit was pretty good. And then they run away, and the guy's like, "I sold my armor. I was so scared." And then Arthur tells him, "Oh, be quiet and go and change your armor." The Black Knight, of course, is a classic scene. These guys are hiding in the woods. Look at them. Let's wait for the troops to get up, and then we'll go ahead and attack. That's pretty smart by the AI to go hide in the woods like that. We're going to go over this way, up on this hill. I don't know if I'll be able to hit him with my archers from up here through the trees, but we'll give it a try. You know what? Forget it. Everybody charge. You know what? Uh-oh. I was a little nervous there for a minute. Magically discovers gunpowder. Anyone need this? Well, Crazy Warriors fan, Brian in the Life of Brian is also the same guy that plays King Arthur. Oh, you mean he's actually the character of Brian? I was going to say, that's Graham Chapman, who plays Brian. We're at your mercy. You're fought well. You're free to go. Trying to be friendly with folks. Yeah, hold on a second here. I'm just checking a few things on my other computer at the moment. All right. We can recruit a couple of these guys and switch over. So, what do you guys think? Let me throw a question out for the chat room. I'm guessing in the next couple of weeks that my Civil War II series will probably wrap up, and I may go ahead and try it as the Confederates. And the other series that'll probably be wrapping up soon is my Victory at Sea Pacific, because at some point, probably in the next few weeks, I'll probably win that. So throw it out there. What else would you like me to do a series of that I'm not currently doing? Just curious about your suggestions, your ideas. I'll probably post some poll questions through Patreon and YouTube about that, but just curious to hear what you guys think. Since a lot of you are kind of the most faithful viewers, some of you are here for pretty much every live stream, and I really appreciate that greatly. We got to dump some of these prisoners. I'm trying to dump some of the easiest ones to lose here. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at the kingdom screen now. We've lost 40 men, inflicted 479 casualties. What we've got to do, other than winning battles to get my influence back on the positive side so I can recruit a decent-sized army, the other thing I've got to do is continue to increase the size of my force by recruiting some mercenaries, things like that. Where are we in relation to my castle? I think I'm getting kind of turned around here. My castle's over this way somewhere. Oh, hey, here we go. Oh, he was riding into a city, that's why. 777 defenders. Let's not go there. So I'm going to head back to my castle for just a minute, I think. I think it's over. It's hard to get to from here. Maybe I won't. All right, so let me save, and then I'm going to go ahead and besiege this castle again, see if we can draw out another army. Unfortunately, I set myself back in terms of moving the story forward. Asteria and the Southern Empire are at peace by messing up my influence. I want to watch. Where's that city? Oh! Veriscan Castle is under siege. Alright. So he did send an army after me. And it's going to take a little while to get there, and let's hope it's not like a 500 or more man army that we're facing. My influence is negative 81, Nelson. Yeah. Oh no, Wolfskins left the Empire of Steak. Alright, let's take a look at the party. We've got 5 more prisoners that want to join. Actually, 6. 7, 8, 9. Alright, cool. Oh, darn it. Over our troops limit. Actually, over by 5. Never been a huge fan of the Forest Bandits anyway. Militia Spearmen, I guess, have to go. All right, let's see how big this army is that's besieging Verscan Castle. Oh! Okay. All right. What do we do here? Oh my gosh. That's the biggest army I've seen on this game so far. We're obviously not taking him on. Crazy Warriors cat fan, that's cool. Very, very congratulations on that. Adam, thank you. Appreciate that. So glad you're here. Hope you can make many more. If you subscribe and hit the little notification bell, I do try to post ahead of time to let you know when the streams are coming and what the game is going to be so that we always kind of know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This castle's probably toast. I can't form an army, so that's not going to help me. Can we try and recruit the Wolfskins back? He's losing a lot of men besieging the castle, but obviously there's just no way. How many people do I have defending this castle? Oh, he lifted the siege. All right, jump in there. No, hold on. So we've got some... We could gift a fief to this clan that's on my side. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm going to give him Iron Balik Castle. I think that'll help to keep him on my side a little longer. Because we don't have any clans that have really kind of stayed with me long term. Let's wait here for a little while. So he just disbanded that huge army. Let's do this. He must have run out of. Actually, let's get him back over here because there were some people I could bring over. He must have run out of cohesion because it gets costly in terms of cohesion to keep an army together, and he must not have been able to do that anymore because you saw it just scattered. James, thank you. Help build a pub. Thank you. I don't know if you've heard me talk about this or not, but I actually had two ancestors who owned pubs over in the UK. One in Tipton, outside of Birmingham, and the other one was in Glasgow. And the one in Glasgow is still there, and it's a huge dream of mine to go to the Old Toll, which is the pub in Glasgow that my great-great-great-grandfather owned when he was there for 20 years. Yeah, 10-to-1 odds. Keith, you're right. You know, I've been inflicting 10-to-1 casualties, but I don't think if outnumbered 10-to-1, I would be able to do that. Yeah, so... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Luciano, you're right. I'm going to try to hunt down. That's why I'm leaving the castle. I'm going to go after a couple of these small parties. They're actually chasing Kara the Accursed, and it looks like I jumped in just in time to help her out.
Follow me!
This fight's already started, so we've got to get over there and help out. I need to install the dismemberment mod. That's a mod you can put in that kind of adds to the violence of the fights. All right, where's the rest of the army? How close behind are they?
Bowman! Move! Infantry!
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Forward! Infantry! Charge! Attack! Charge!
All right, I want to get on foot and fight. Hey now. Get back here, you peasant. All right. Everybody charge. The ones that already haven't. That just means the archers can get moving. Yeah, my troops are. Most of these NPCs have mostly all recruits, which is why I can do so good against such a superior number. It typically ends up being about 10 to 1 on casualties. You can see I lost 8 dead, 16 wounded. Because they're almost all new recruits. You can look at the prisoners that I captured and get a glimpse of that. You fought well, free to go. It keeps increasing my relations with some of these Battanians, which is good. Plus, my charm skill keeps going up, which makes it easier to recruit. See, volunteers, trained spearmen. He does have some more experienced troops, but they're almost all lower tier. 106 prisoners. Obviously, I can't possibly hold that many. Got a bunch more leveling up to do, though. That's been nice. We've been really gaining a ton of experience for my army. So, as I mentioned earlier, for those just joining us, yesterday we were supposed to get an update for Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It has not happened yet. I checked right before we went live, and it still wasn't there. But when it does, I will make a video and show the new features. It's mostly centered around destroyers and some new features for those. But there are a bunch of new missions as well. How are we on prisoners here? All right, we're good. All right, at some point we're going to have to go find a town and unload some of this loot because I've got a ton of it right now. Let's save real quick. Luciano, you're funny. Okay. So what are we near as far as towns go? Ox Hall, I think, is actually a city, not a castle. So let's go there. Oh, hey. We'll go in here first, and then we'll come out after. Oh, they're going to fight Sigil Willowbark. We're going to have to help out. I'm almost maxed out on my army size now. Ton of trading to do here. We got a lot of loot to unload. Maybe even more than he can pay me for. He's only got 50,000 there. So let's start with the most valuable items. And then I'm actually going to switch over to some of the least valuable. Oh, not grain. We need that to feed the army. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and buy up some food from this city because I want to make sure we don't end up in a bad situation. Food-wise. That'll do for now. Yeah, Colin, I don't know what's going on with that, why it makes you have to set it manually. When are they going to... Lauren, when are they going to make campaigns? Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I haven't seen this directly stated, but I've seen some people hint at the fact that Alpha 7 or the next upgrade, might even be a beta, the next update after Alpha 6 is going to be the one that has the campaign. I can't say that for sure, but it seemed from reading through the message boards and reading through things that were commented, that seems to be what they may be hinting at, but it may turn out to nothing. I don't know. Brian, how's it going? Okay, so let's go ahead and just sell off the rest of these prisoners, because we're pretty well maxed out with my army size anyway. I think we're going to have to help Sigga Willowbark out, because she's about to be hunted down by this other force. All right, where are they?
Follow me!
Oh, he's actually coming at me. Okay, perfect. I think. Yeah, it looks like he is.
Infantry! Move! Archers! Move! Stand apart! Infantry!
I'm going to throw my infantry down here in front of the archers.
Moving!
No, I don't want you going down that far there, archers.
Forward!
Oh, did he change his mind and decide he's not coming any closer? He did.
Everyone, stay close!
It's impossible to read General Kenobi without Grievous's voice. That's pretty good. When you use Lannister money to fund a war. Yep. Tell you what, let's park our archers right here and just start shooting at his men. I'm not sure they would even... Oh, here they come. They're like, all right, forget that. My archers will probably pick off most of these guys before they even get across the water. Let's let them have a little fun. They don't always get to do the majority of the killing.
Soldiers! Kill them all! Infantry! Move! Attack!
Send everybody else at them now. And I'll just watch proudly like a father as my army does its job. Yeah, Brian, I'm having a lot of fun with it too. I got myself in a situation where I attacked Battania without declaring war, and I killed my influence points, which has kept me from being able to really move the storyline forward, because I've had to spend this whole live stream grinding for influence so that I can build an army. I'm not even back to positive. I had something like 300 influence, and I put myself in a negative 130. So lesson learned the hard way, but lesson learned. So we're at negative 53 now, but still not enough to be able to form an army right now. This guy used to be on my side, and then he left. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to catch him to change his mind. So let's head back over toward Verscan Castle. I want to take a look, too, at the kingdom screen and see. He's down to just 4,300. He was over 5,000 in total strength. I was over 1,000, so we're both down. I'm not sure why my casualties inflicted is so high, because it wasn't. It was about a 10-to-1 for a while there. I don't know if it's because he convinced that one guy to join his side and leave me, and it counted that as casualties. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, Brian, it does seem like it's possible to get kind of stuck as far as not being able to move the story forward. I got kind of bored of fighting in the desert all the time against the, oh, what do you call them? The Asranians or the Assyrians. I was just fighting them nonstop. So I finally made peace with them and decided to go to war with Battania because they were the next smallest empire that had land I could conquer. Oh, my caravan was attacked by looters. What? That's the first time I've actually had that happen. I've added, for those of you who just joined, I've added a few mods to this, just some minor things. Yeah, my companions might have lost some battles too, but I don't know if they lost that much. But I added a mod that allowed for my troops to carry banners in battle, so that's one small one. I added a mod that allows me to do diplomacy from anywhere, so I don't have to be in direct contact with someone to actually have diplomacy with their king. So that's one. And I also added one that causes significant events to pop up on the middle of the screen instead of just in the news thing down on the left. So if somebody besieges my castle, for example, it'll pop up real big right in the middle of the screen to let me know that so that I don't miss those kinds of things. There's a lot of mods that do a whole lot more than that to change the game, but I just wanted to do minor things at first, and then I figured eventually I might do some of those other things as well. All right, who can we drop? Asteroid Tribesmen. All right, let's draw his army out again. The bigger the army I defeat, the more influence I'll gain from that fight. I want to save before I do this. Yeah, you guys are talking about World War One. Yeah, Jed, it can get a little grindy. You're right. You guys talking about World War One? Man, it's honestly, when you study the oh, somebody else just declared war on Battania. That actually helps. The Khuzaits are very powerful in this game. They're one of the more powerful kingdoms right now. When you study the diplomacy that was going on in the build up to World War One after Archduke Franz Ferdinand's assassination, it's really so tragic because it could have so easily been stopped at so many points. But you had these military people that were driving the diplomacy, that were driving the build up to war, and it's almost like as you kind of read about it and as you study about it, you feel like the diplomats themselves, even the monarchs in these empires, were almost held captive to their militaries, and it was almost like even if they wanted to stop it, they couldn't stop it. It's really tragic because you know just how deadly it was going to be and how many millions were going to lose their lives because these guys just couldn't come to some, couldn't solve this without having to throw the armies into it. Yeah, Lee was a member of the Black Hand Gang, Gavrilo Princip. More tournaments? Yeah, we could do some tournaments in here. Warmongers, yeah, it totally was, James. You're right. Okay, there's a big army. Not the kind of army that we really want to face right now. Although it doesn't even necessarily appear that he was headed my direction. He must have just been at war because where's he headed? He might be going to take on that other force. He might even just be... I should have just stayed. He might be ignoring me. Because he has bigger fish to fry now than me. Risk. Yeah, Lauren. There were a lot of pacts. This country was guaranteeing this country, and all these different things happening. Just so many factors. I'm down to minus 42 now. One big battle would get me back on the positive side. Battanians are at peace with the... Alright, now the Crusades are at war with... Oh, wow. Speaking of world wars, a lot of things just happened there. Nelson, what's your suggestion? Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Just keep my eyes peeled for any large armies that may be coming this way. Kara the Accursed gained a level. Oh, somebody's raiding one of my villages. The one army went off to go chase some looters. And now he's back. Risk stream. maybe that'll be the next one. We haven't had one for a while. We could do a risk stream, do another multiplayer. That was a lot of fun. Folks seemed to enjoy that when we did that last time. And get some of you guys in on another game of Risk. Am I maxed out? I think I might be maxed out in my army. I am. I'm not sure that I could win this. But we've got a chance to take on some more of his armies. If we can catch him. That's always the catch. Alright. He's got a bunch of little armies coming this way. Let's see if we can try and turn some of them to my side. Oh, he's like, forget that. Dude, this is gonna go so not well for you. Alright, well, we're actually going to be taking on a bunch of these units at the same time. 162 versus 227. Alright, let's see if, since he's got a bigger force, if he actually chooses to come after me. Looks like he is.
Archers! Move! Loose formation! Footmen! Forward!
Actually, let's get him down a little further than that.
Forward! Archers! Forward! Infantry! Shields up!
Shield wall! Just sit tight while our archers do their thing for a little while here. How big of an army you can get. It all depends on your level, your clan level, a lot of different factors. You can form a pretty big army once you have the influence, and you can form all of your folks into parties. You could go in with, 800, 900 men easily.
Cavalry! Give them hell! Horse attack! Infantry! Charge!
Oh.
Come on!
Oh, they all turned to run.
So charge! For glory!
All right. So that's going to get us super close to the influence. We're what, down to like 20 or 30 negative now? You are free to go. We're going to have a bunch of these guys that we're freeing here. Yeah, a bunch more prisoners I can't handle. We're going to dump 50 of them. There we go. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here in just a minute. We've been going. I usually try to keep these at about an hour and a half, but I'll do some gameplay on my own on this to start building this influence to a positive side, and then that way when I make my next video, we'll be in a place where I can form a decent army and go really start laying siege to some of these places like this castle in such a way that I can actually take them and we can push this storyline forward. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button if you would, and we will definitely see you again real soon with some more. And like I said, I will try to post whenever possible, at least several hours, if not a day in advance when there's going to be a stream so that you can plan accordingly. I do try to switch the stream times up so that different folks can make it at different times, because I know not every time works for everybody, and we have folks from all over the world. And Brian, thank you. I just got the notification that you joined on Patreon. Please reach out to me and let me know about the perks as far as your names for any ships that you want. You can take a look at those perks that are available through Patreon. And we'll see you guys again soon. As always, thanks. I enjoy it so much being able to interact with you guys in real time. Appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.